Hello everyone, good morning. Myself Sonali Ananta Hebrade, and this is our lecture number 22 of our video lecture series, which is based on the difference equation part 2. So today we will start with the lecture number 22. In the previous section, we have seen the Lipschitz condition, their examples, and contraction mappings. So today we will start with the next topics of boundary value problem for the डिफरन्शियल इक्वेशन्स. आतापर्यंत आपण डिफरन्स इक्वेशनसाठी बी व्ही पी पाहिले. आता आपण डिफरन्शियल इक्वेशनसाठी बी व्ही पी पाहूया. सो लेट्स कंटिन्यू विथ द लेक्चर नंबर 22. So the topic is boundary value problem for the differential equation, and we will start with the lemma. So the statement is, assume that y of x has a continuous second derivative on 0 p interval. Let epsilon greater than 0 for n sufficiently large and t belongs to 1 to n minus 1 closed interval. Then we have to prove that mod of n square by p square into y of p by n t plus 1 minus 2y p by n t plus y into p by n t minus 1. p by n आणि t plus 1 ची व्हॅल्यू कमी कमी होत जाते पहा. p by n t plus 1 then t then t minus 1. So we have to prove this value. So let's start with the proof. Here x0 equals to 0, x1 equals to x0 plus h, that is equals to p by n. x2 equals to x0 plus 2h, and that is equals to 2p by n. And continuously we get the value of xn, that is x0 plus nh equals to np by n equals to p, and n get cancelled, we will get p. x to the base t equals to x of t, that is equals to p by n into t. And similarly x plus n equals to t into p by n plus p by n. So t plus 1 p by n will be common, and x minus n will be p by n t minus 1. So now by Taylor's theorem we have y into p by n t plus 1 is equals to y of x plus h equals to y of x plus h into y dash of x plus h square by 2 into y double dash of x, where c1 belongs to x and x plus h interval. Now that is equals to y into p by n of t, okay, plus p by n into y dash of p by n t plus p square upon 2 into n square into y double dash of c1. c1 belongs to this interval, and that is will be equal. So we will get y by p of y into p by n into t minus 1 is equals to y into p by n t minus p by n into y dash of p by n of t plus p square upon 2n square y double dash of c2, where c2 belongs to this interval. Now we will we will give it as equation number 2. Now we will add 1 and 2. So we obtain y into p by n t plus 1 plus y into p by n t minus 1 equals to 2y p by n of t plus p square 2n square y double dash of c1 plus c2 into y double dash. We will get next, that is n square upon p square into y into p by n t plus 1 plus y into p by n t minus 1 minus 2y p by n t, that is equals to 1 by 2 y double dash of c1 plus y double dash of c2. So we have shifted this term into this side. Now it will imply mod of n square by p square y of p by n t plus 1 minus 2y p by n t plus y into p by n t minus 1. Now that is equals to mod of y double dash of c1 plus c2 y double dash upon 2 minus y double dash of p by n of t equals to mod of y double dash of c1 minus y double dash of p n t. So y double dash एका साईडला घेतले आपण अपॉन 2 and y double dash of c2 minus y double dash of Pn of t. So this we have taken in one side. So y double dash of C1 minus y double dash of Pn by t, p by n into t upon 2 plus mod of y double dash of C2 minus y double dash of p by n into t upon 2. This will be our equation number 3rd. Now since y has a continuous second derivative as n tends to infinity and c1 and c2 tends to x, that is c1 and c2 tends to p by n into t. Therefore, for n sufficiently large and 1 belongs to t and less than equals to n minus 1, 1 is less than equal to t and less than equal to n minus 1, we have there exists a epsilon which is greater than 0 such that mod of y double dash of c1 minus y double dash of p by n into t, which will be less than epsilon. हा mod less than epsilon राहील आणि हा mod सुद्धा less than epsilon राहील. So hence from this value will be less than or equal to epsilon by 2 plus epsilon by 2, we have n square by p square y into p by n t plus 1 minus of 2y p by n t plus p by n t minus 1 minus y double dash of p by n into t will be less than epsilon. Noting that by taking z of t equals to p by n of t, we get delta square z t minus 1 is equals to p square by n square y double dash of t. So hence we proved that. So we have the example, find the bounds on the solution y of x equal y of x of y double dash plus gamma y 1 by y minus y by k equals to 0, and with this boundary condition where gamma k p are positive constants. Now note that y of x equals to 0 is a trivial solution of given BBP, but we need the non-trivial solution. Therefore the corresponding difference BBP is delta square z of t minus 1 equals to minus p square by n square gamma into z of t 1 minus z of t by k. Z of 0 equals to z of n equals to 0. So we will give it as equation number 1. Now let beta of x equals to k equals to beta of p by n into t equals to also k. Okay. So therefore it implies delta square beta p by n t minus 1 equals to 0 and minus p square by n square gamma of beta of t 1 minus beta of t by k equals to minus p square by n square gamma k 1 minus k by k. Beta of t ची value k. So that is delta square b p by n t minus 1 plus p square n square gamma beta of t 1 minus beta of t by k equals to 0. That is delta square beta p by n t minus 1 less than equal to minus p square by n square gamma of beta of t 1 minus beta of t by k. Now beta of 0 equals to k greater than equals to 0, that is beta of 0 equals to greater than equals to 0, and beta of n equals to beta of p equals to bit k greater than 0, that is beta of n is greater than equals to 0, and thus beta of p by n into t is an upper solution for BVP of first. Now let alpha of x equals to a into sine of pi by x by p, where a is any small positive. Then alpha into p by n of t equals to a sine pi by p by n of t equals to a sine pi by n of t. Clearly alpha of 0 equals to a sine 0 equals to 0, which is less than equal to 0. Now if alpha of n equals to a into sine pi by n into cross pi square by p, that is equals to a into sine n pi by p. So it will be equal to a into sine pi, that is equals to 0. Now this value will be less than equals to 0. So now delta square a into sine pi by n t minus 1 plus p square by n square gamma of a sine pi by n of t a minus a sine pi by n of t by k, that is equals to a into delta of 2 sine pi by 2n cos pi by n into t minus 1 by 2 plus p square by n square, that is equals to a into delta 2 sine 2 pi by n pi by 2n cos pi by n into t minus 1 by 2 plus p square by n square a into sine pi by n by t a minus a into sine pi by n t upon k 2a sine pi by 2n into minus 2 sine pi by 2n cross sine pi by n into t plus p square by n square gamma of a into sine pi by n t into 1 minus a into sine pi by n t upon k, and this will be the answer of that. Since theta is greater than sine theta, for theta is greater than 0, pi by 2n is greater than sine pi by 2n, that is pi square by 4n square greater than sine square by sine square of pi by 2n, that is pi square by n square less greater than 4 into sine square pi by 2n. So thus delta square alpha of t minus 1 plus p square by n square gamma of alpha of t 1 minus alpha of t by k, which is greater than or equal to a into sine pi by n of t minus pi square by n square plus p square by n square 1 minus sine pi by n t upon k, which is greater than equals to 0. So if gamma p square greater than pi square are sufficiently small, then implies alpha of t is a lower solution for BVP1. Also alpha of x is less than beta of x is true for small a, that is alpha of x is less than equal to beta of x, and alpha beta are both continuous and having second derivative. Hence, by using previous theorem, given differential equation BVP has a solution y of x such that alpha of x less than equal to y of x and less than equal to beta of x, that is alpha of x is a into sine pi by x by p, pi into x by p, and which is less than equal to y of x, and beta of x is less than equal to k, and hence our example is done. This is our required solution, and this is done for today's lecture. So we will see the next topics in the next video. Thank you so much.